Jai Shri, Jai Shri, Jai Shri. Much love and blessings to all. Thank you for tuning into Healing Sri Lanka YouTube channel. I deeply appreciate this effort you are taking to heal, evolve, expand, and enlighten yourself. What matters is your intention and the continuous efforts you are putting into unleash your full potential as a human being. All those efforts you are taking to awaken to the divine aspect of who you are. I congratulate you on all the efforts you have taken in order to enlighten yourself, liberate yourself from perceived suffering, and to find the true meaning of being human. So well done on all efforts. Please congratulate yourself. Learn to appreciate yourself even more. Stop being harsh on yourself. Stop judging yourself and thinking that you're not good enough. Stop thinking that you are not progressing in the spiritual path. Stop doing that. Just stop it. You are good enough and you are progressing every time you make efforts, and especially when you make mistakes. I want you to know there are no failures, there are only feedbacks. Similarly to the external material world achievements, when it comes to inner world or spiritual work also, there are no failures. Every time you have a negative thought, negative emotion, the darkness is experienced within you, it's a good sign. Don't be disheartened. I am here to tell you that. I have gone through that journey. I know what it means to experience deep level of darkness, extreme negativities, and extreme wounded victim type of energies in the path of spirituality or in the path of healing. So if you are a healer or a spiritual seeker, this discourse can be of true value. But even if you are not a healer or a spiritual seeker, but you have someone in your life you consider as a healer or a seeker, once again, this discourse can be of real value. So pay attention to this content and digest in the best possible way. Why do healers and spiritual seekers become negative and even toxic at times? This is my topic of this discourse for the day. The moment we see someone identifying themselves as a healer and a spiritual seeker, the first thought comes to our mind is that they must be very good, nice, loving, kind, generous, and wonderful people. However, when you come into a very close or an intimate contact with them, suddenly you may find their dark sides destroying all your expectations. However, there need to be a clear understanding established about those humans who are walking on the path of healing and spirituality in order to build a truly purposeful and functional relationship with them. That is, they are simply human beings and nothing superior or inferior about them being healers or seekers. There are mainly two ways a human being gets motivated. First way is to stay away from pain. We call it away from motivation. Second method is towards something positive or inspiring, that is towards motivation. My observation over the last 25 plus years in my practice as a coach and a trainer and an energy work healer and a teacher, and also from my own life story, is that people who get into the path of healing and spirituality are doing so because of some deep rooted psychological wounds, which then become energetic expressions of broken hearts, physical ailments, disrupted relationships, and quite often financial struggles. Due to these deep rooted energetic wounds, they get motivated to heal themselves. And some get motivated to find the root cause of their suffering, and that effort becomes the opening step towards the spiritual seeker journey. What is not fully comprehended by the healer or spiritual seeker herself is that their motivation to heal and search for truth actually comes from a dark side of the self. We call this the shadow archetypes or personas. For example, a common shadow archetype of healers I have observed over the years is what is called martyr. An archetype, it is an archetype. It's an overarching persona. Martyr is someone who suffers or even killed for his or her religious beliefs. Martyr is someone who's willing to sacrifice everything in order to get what they believe. Sometimes martyr is used negatively to refer to someone who chooses to suffer when there's no need to do so. Some healers even unconsciously believe that suffering is a way of redemption for a greater good. So they are choosing suffering and sacrification as a way of redeeming something bad about them, and then they are doing it to receive a better good. I remember realizing in the course of my continued physical ailments and sicknesses, and even few cases of terminal conditions where I met with death many times, yet didn't die. So in my life I have had quite a lot of struggles with my physical body, and this pattern was fully recognized by me after going through many suffocations, and that also made others suffocate massively. For many lives I have chosen the path of physical suffocation and loss of love and separation from loved ones as a way of realizing the truth about existence. So I was able to recognize this pattern only quite recently when I have gone through the true awakening journey. So only when I went through the conscious awakening path, I could fully comprehend this karmic pattern. This pattern was really disempowering. Since all healers and spiritual seekers are motivated by a deep-rooted pain, they act from the shadow self. However, they don't understand this initially. The external appearance of a healer or a spiritual seeker seems to be very positive, and many healers consider themselves as superior to others. However, this kind of mindset can be truly destructive, in that they hide in their shadows without integrating the dark energies of those shadows. Most healers and spiritual seekers also tend to be mismatchers. Mismatching means they see what is missing or what is broken in life. As a result of seeing what is broken, they find a purpose to live their life. This pattern, if not recognized, can lead to many problems in relationships, especially intimate relationships, where they are not able to fully recognize and appreciate the positives. Another area of life many healers and spiritual seekers suffer is money. Due to many lives of misunderstanding about the energy of money, many healers live a poor life, if not quite an inadequate life. They unconsciously believe that being poor or having only a limited amount of money is a noble gesture and even spiritual. Not having money is considered spiritual, whereas money is believed to be evil or not spiritual. Therefore, they deprive themselves of luxuries and certainly money and the rich experiences they can have by using money. However, in their highest knowledge in spirit, they know this is only a myth and a dysfunctional belief. True healing is integrating all shadows and a person feeling wholesome in every aspect of life without the need for sacrification. The pain of this misaligned energy, however, will guide the healer and the seeker into a higher truth about life. As time goes by and their commitment to healing and awakening intensifies, they realize this even more. As a result of that, they can come into a higher awareness where they can integrate the energies of shadows and use that energy to create a wholesome life, experience rich in every aspect. The biggest sign of true healing and spiritual awakening is the individual feeling happy unconditionally, having clarity of thinking, true sense of well-being and balance in life. When healers and those who are connected to them understand these ideas and principles, they are able to have true compassion towards them. As much as healers want to heal and help others, healers also need to understanding and support by others in order to fulfill their divine mission in life. When a person walks through the path of healing and evolution by connecting to their spirituality, it's usually beyond the logic, and only the healer knows what they are going through internally. Even if they are well conversant, they may not be able to fully express their deepest fears and limitations. This is also partly due to the fear of being judged by others when negative things are expressed by healers. However, Healers and seekers also need to express their dark experiences. Only an awakened teacher can hold space for a healer and a seeker where they understand the exact path they are going through and who can relate to those internal experiences. Healers and seekers are bound to face much more negativity in life. This is the strangest thing. And they are going to face much more negativity than average unaware people. Those people who are not interested in any healing or awakening. Healers and seekers hold more light energy within. Therefore, they tend to become aware of dark aspects of life more than average people. If a healer is more intuitive, highly empathetic, and also their aura, in other words, their energy body, is open and not sealed properly, they tend to attract more negativity into their lives. And that happens for that energy to be cleansed and healed through their light of consciousness. Consider consciousness as a torch of light. Then the purpose of light is to bring light into darkness. Therefore, healers and seekers tend to act like lighthouses. Unless they understand the power of their light of consciousness, they won't be able to fully comprehend why they attract so much negativity into their lives. However, with accurate guidance, a healer can embrace the true power of light and not be afraid of the darkness or negative energies. Every time they face darkness, their light of consciousness or light of awareness actually becomes even much stronger and brighter. In fact, at one stage of a healer and a seeker's life, they come into that realization that darkness or the negativities they were experiencing were actually their gifts, their superpowers, once was misunderstood because it was the norm not to have negativity. But it is not true. True spirituality is understanding things for what it is and then transcending beyond both positives and negatives. However, when healers and seekers go through the phases of what we call as dark night of the soul, the people connected to them need to understand why they tend to become so negative or even perhaps extremely toxic. The negativity and even the toxicity is only a transient experience, and such experiences are only there to strengthen their healing abilities and wisdom. So if you are a healer or a spiritual truth seeker or a spiritual person, and you're experiencing a whole lot of negativities about yourself, about the world, about money, about love, sex, relationships, whatever, I want you to first know that it is normal and it's okay. I want you to know that you're not broken. In fact, you are getting stronger by these experiences. Perhaps you need some guidance, direction by a truly awakened teacher who had gone through the similar path. And the advantage of connecting with such a teacher is that you don't have to repeat the same mistakes again and again. Since the teacher herself has gone through these experiences and have made those mistakes, they can be a guiding light towards your wholesome healing experience. You don't need to be afraid of your shadow self. You don't need to be hiding behind a facade or a false self-image, trying to show a great personality, whereas inside you are suffocating. You don't have to do that when you have the right guidance. This is why I have designed and we have designed these exclusive energy healing and activations programs at healingsrilanka.com. And also our most recent creation is the Jai Shri Divine Energy Healing Academy, through which we are offering many awakening and energy activations programs for people who are ready to embrace their dormant divine dimension or energetic self. Those programs are designed exclusively to help you transcend the dark energies into light at ease without fighting them. Because I don't know of anyone who has succeeded in the path of spirituality by fighting the darkness. The only way to fight the darkness is to create more and more and more light, light of awareness, light of consciousness, which is pure wisdom. So once again, thank you for tuning in to healingsrilanka.com. I am Jai Shri Mata, your friendly guide in your ultimate liberation. Stay tuned. Until then, much love and blessings. Jai Shri.